Hello, one and all. How are you this fine afternoon? Should be afternoon or evening for most of us now. That's how it is. Uh, 5 o'clock in the afternoon on a Monday. I'm just looking at. Oh, wow. There is nobody for this week yet. And know nothing about what it's going to be for D&Q Fan Edition. I might join Thursday night. Do it after the auction. So everybody watching, making sure you hit that like button and sharing this out, please and thank you. Oh yeah, please and thank you. Again, please. Yeah, so nobody's here watching. Yeah. How does Scooby-Doo? Oh, I got 3 likes. Cool. Let's see. Let's put the link on Twitter. Not Twitter. Hey, people. How are you all? See 2 people here now. It's probably my mom. Me. Hey, Joshua. Is this a peace offering for Raggedy? I don't know. Why would I need to give Raggedy a peace offering? Hey, Flit. Now, why am I crazy Canadian today? Hubba-dubba-doo. Thinking about going on Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition on Thursday. Nobody signed up, but I also have no idea what they're drawing. That sort of don't really like. I think they're drawing. That was Mike's last week. No, because they did Nintendo. D&Q fan. Yeah, it's still a thing. Maybe the Cult of Raven can go over there and support me. See whether we can get me on mics again. Boom. But you've already. True. But, before all this hashtag justice for Rick stuff, you guys were going over there and you went over there and voted for me that one day, which is what sort of we ended up in the hashtag justice for Rick, isn't it? So, how would that be different from, the original time you guys tried to get me on mics? Well, at the moment, they got nobody signed up for this week. I know it's only Monday, but justice. Yeah, I say do it, JP. What's the worst you got to lose? Your dignity? No, kidding. JP lost that a long time ago. Oh, yeah. Well, I never saw that show, so heard about it, but didn't see it. Hey, Fire, how are you? JP, are you Raggedy saying, JP, are you interested in dating attack helicopters? He only failed because he didn't choose IS-2 obvious best tank wave. And Josh was saying hi to, I believe, Fire. Geez, JP has nothing to say about people saying that he's lost his dignity. Maybe he truly has. I was driving. I'm just teasing you a little, JP. make sure everybody's hitting that like button, sharing this out. Don't tell me what to do. I'll try not to, Evan. I mean, Flit. What's your name again? However, I will be going on Misfit Corners later tonight, so you want to go over to them and subscribe or check them out when I'm on. Flint, I think, forgotten again. We wouldn't forget about you. Although everybody seems to forget this program is on right now. Oh, we got six. Had six. Hey, Evan. Well, I mean, hey, Flint. What do you mean? What abuse? I just confused the two of them. Two people. It's not like I haven't done that before, you know. Andrew and Avery. How often do I confuse those two? So what if I'm confusing Flit and Nevin? Hey, Kodiak, how are you? What you got going? What you got going? Da, 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 da. Not much, just inking my Miss Martian flit. How are you doing, Kodiak? What you up to? Trying to find inspiration to draw something. I'm not sure whether you got the link. You want to come on? Draw yourself drawing Miss Martian. I thought Flit was a Sunny Prince. The kids are. Just let me know. Like I said, I'm not sure whether you have the link or not. I think you should. But if not, just let me know and So what else has got people got going on today? Are all you people from the States ready for Thanksgiving? That's this coming weekend, right? You guys got Thanksgiving this coming weekend, right? Oh, so not this weekend, next weekend? Oh, next Thursday? My bad. So are you guys gonna be trying to get something great good for Black Friday next week, or are there anything you guys are looking forward to trying getting? I'm disgusted. You don't know. Hey, I know your American holidays. I just don't necessarily know when they are. Except for yeah, Monday I'm on at noon and 5 Celtic Moon for about 2 hours each time. I know when your Christmas is. I know when your Easter is. I know when your July 4th is. Your Independence Day. I know when your New Year's Day is. Yeah, same here for you, Canada. Because a lot of European countries have Christmas in different time than the States. Hey, childhood animated, how are you? Oh yeah, and everybody, we did pass, or we got to 280 last night, or not 280, 480, but we went down one, so we're at 479. So, share out when we hit 500. There's going to be a giveaway. Not exactly, nobody cares. Not exactly sure what yet, but And of course, there'll be the 8 hour stream where I don't know what I'll do on it. And then there's showing off my comics, sorting them and showing them off. Europeans care what Europe does. Flit. I'm sure Commodore, who comes in here sometimes now, does. Since he lives in England, jolly old, good old England. So what else is going on, people? Get some Miss Martain here. Who is a cousin to John Jones. Well, I don't think she's actually a cousin. She's a white Martian. He's a green Martian. I think the chat died. Rest in peace, chat. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. I seem to be done my picture though too. But I'm gonna try and finish up this robin piece. See if I can find all the robins I need. Don't want to be Rick. Did you just die? No, not as far as I know. Oh, you mean with my grunting, probably. No, I did not die. Rick moves. Ah! Hey, Metal, how are you? Sorry, what? What do you mean, sorry, what? Sorry, what? What? Sorry? I have no idea. He's back. He's back and he's got a snack. He's back and he's on track and he's losing like a heart attack. Are you saying I'm back? Are you saying Metal's back? Who are you saying back? Who's back? Who's looking like the tracks? Mama. I'm gonna stop moving stuff around on myself. Rick, are you entering a drawing? Drawing? Are you entering? Yeah. Have you not seen the piece thus far? Better to mute this stream. Well, there's mine. Although I'm going to put a few more members in on Saturday, and then I guess I got to do all the profiles up on like 20 different members of the League of Raven. Who's in the pick? Let's see what you can guess. Who's that? Who's that? Okay, since you don't want to guess, this is the Purple Raven. This is a tank. This is a model. This is Cat. This is Game Motron. This is Risey. This is Heaven. This is John the Dillard. This is Raggedy. And this is you, a Flint. I was thinking Flint, Flint lights a fire, so we made you fiery. Hey, Alita, long time no see. Glad to have you here. Hope everybody is sharing this out. Yeah, I just did Miss Martain. And I did this piece of Robin's a couple weeks back. I got it all penciled, but now I started last week after I did my DC character, putting in some inks over it. Yeah, so I've got some neat new stuff since you've been here. I've got probably in the description. I've got a store for Cross Comics merch. I've got a Discord. I think that link's there. I'm on Patreon now, or if you don't like Patreon, I'm on Subscribe Star. I've been doing the Canadian Shield number 1, redrawing it at noon, Tuesday through Thursday. Hopefully, the Indiegogo for that will launch in June. And my Sunday auctions are now on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So those are some of the updates. If you were interested. John starts moving and slows down again. I think somebody's robbing the chat of its life. Gotta get ready for tonight's stream. See you later. Okay, later. See you later, Mr. I'm breaking up. Okay, that's not good. Unless I'm breaking my word. Just trying to find this picture. Don't forget your Dillet commercial. No, yeah, there's enough people here for that. I should do that. Oh, yeah, there we go. Hey, commercial. I mean, Commodore. I'm just trying to. Okay, you're saying hi. I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, you mean just hi. Hi, probably. Robin Comics. Jason Todd. I hate this. I can't find the piece that I used to do that. But I'm going to find Tim Drake piece. Tim Drake. I Yeah, well, commercials on my channel aren't bad when they happen. They're like 30 seconds, and it's like once every hour, once every 20 minutes, or once every hour or half hour, something like that. Yeah, that's what they usually do, but not here. It's gotten worse over time. Something like Star Trek wasn't supposed to have long commercials in its time slot. True. Uh, like most half-hour programs, most of the hour programs is actually content in something like House or a half-hour program. Um, well, I'm not sure about over in England, but here in Canada, the States, most of it is actually, even in a half-hour program, most of it is actually thing. It might seem like it. Um, if I have kids, they won't know what commercials are. Well, that's always good. Oh, you're not from England? I thought you were. Or over in Europe. Am I wrong? That you're over in Europe, at least? Oh, Newton. So you're in the States. Are you in the States or? Hey, hey, Kronos. Ducks time. Don't have to answer. We have Red Green here. Oh, yeah. I love Red Green. He's Canadian. He's actually from the guy that plays him is from around my area. They used to have a show called Smith and Smith. Him and his wife. I don't know why I thought you were from Europe. Sorry about that, Commodore. But most half-hour shows are about, or quote unquote half-hour shows, are probably about 20 minutes approximately. With commercials cut out, um, where most of the hour shows are about 40 minutes with stuff cut out. The cross is cool, and some of them have to look. Corner's edge. Uh, oh, speaking of GP4's docs, hey Flit, there are no commercials on the high C. High seas. Oh, no. Yeah, JP's just messing with me, trying to tease me a little. Uh, so nobody's got anything to say or much to say today, it seems. Oh, hey, Argos. I haven't been on Twitter for about 3 weeks. Don't miss it. I was just going to take a 5 day break. I have used it for DMs, so it still has some uses for me. Laugh out loud, yeah. That's basically. I read some of the junk on there, and that's all I do. Read it, comment to myself, and make sure I do not comment. But most of all, I just use it to put stuff onto, you know, DMs for stuff like this. That's the main thing. You just gotta have enough willpower not to tweet these morons out there. Even when they're saying junk about you, which I can admit is probably hard. Because that's probably where it's going to come my biggest challenge is once my book's out and I'm using it for some sort of promotional thing, except for, putting a tweet there to put my book out there. But other than that, people are going to say what they're going to say, so, or do whatever the heck they want. So I think I should be all right. I know that. Okay, so now I need to get these intertwining capes figured out, which really counts on finding this picture of Jason Todd Robin. So this is all probably blacked in as well. Okay, let's. Sometimes it's best to keep your head down, do your job, and ignore the static. Yep, for sure, Flit. And let's see, too many capes. Could be the title of a superhero for a superhero sitcom. Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. You usually don't, Evan. I use Twitter for dev stuff, just push things. I do, that's it. Rarely engage unless it's obvious stand none can come back on. Flick goes right to pizza. Yeah, I pretty much use Twitter for promoting stuff as well. Yeah, that's all you. That and to check the Cult of Raven chat. That never stops pinging my phone. That I can believe. See, there is one major reason not to get involved in the Cult of Raven. Your phone will never stop ringing. Yep, I engage other devices and such in artist fashion. Yeah. Drama is Zatoe. はいしゅ 24 hours. Hashtag Raven Ops. Ray Ops. Metal is exaggerating. Pope Raven is currently bored, so it's quiet. So you're saying if he's not bored, it's not quiet? Then you have to put up with ring, ring, ding, 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 ding. And Rick helped me get my first 22 subs here when I decided to put up vids. So, uh, so laugh out loud. Always have a little spot for 'em. Yeah, I don't mind helping people out. Instead of a Chucky doll, we get a good guy Rick doll. Bots are evil, Rick. Yes, they are. No, what specifically are you talking about, Eagle, since you just got here? And somehow I don't think. Not much. There's a link if you want to come in, Dillard. Or John, however you want me to say it. I played your ad once, about half an hour ago. I guess I can play it again. Thanks. Oh, Discord bots. I don't think it was. Is that choppy? I think maybe just as it begins. If you do a video and upload it, it'll be far much. Yeah, he uploaded it and then I downloaded it, Kronos, and it's a commercial that I'm playing every well, mainly on my main channel or my or not my main channel, but High Noon. I think the other problem I did two things. I restarted my computer and I realized it was on an SD card that I had attached to my computer, so I put it on my main one of my main hard drives. So did a lot of stuff to make sure it would be better. Is he paying to promote? Yeah. $20 for 2 times during high noon and once during Monday through Friday and once during the auction. That's so if you want to do an ad, flit for something, as long as it's tasteful, I guess is. I'm all right, Dave.
Well, I'll just run here.
So I need to figure out that arm for him. Need to figure out this area over here. Let's get some of these pencil lines out of the way. Make it look a little... Oh, sorry, John.
What's up, Rick? How are you?
What, yourself?
I'm doing all right. Let me turn off this air conditioner. It's probably making a bunch of noise.
No, I can't hear nothing from it.
So, how are things?
Going good.
Whew.
And yourself?
I'm all right. I just got up, dude. I got out of work and I fell asleep. I've been asleep since like 2 o'clock. It's like 4 o'clock already almost.
Oh, you're talking your time. Of course.
Of course. So you're drawing a bunch of robins?
Well, as you may remember, I did the robins a few weeks ago. I'm just sort of inking them in. I did Miss Martain.
Oh, yeah.
And what are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out what to draw.
Yeah, Kodiak was here earlier trying to figure out what to draw too. Well, in the chat.
Oh, you see my new little painting I have up there? My little red Sonia.
Okay, I think I see it. Or maybe not. Oh, yeah, I see it now, yeah.
It's
right. That's small canvas. I thought you did it on something way bigger.
No,
did you get yeah, I asked you that earlier.
What?
Oh, about my email.
Yeah, I got that. Because I have another, because it's a 10 by 10. It's little, but it's not, it's about, yada, yada, yada.
Conan says, neat wall of art.
I want to do another one of Marie from Cosmonaut. But I'm not sure the pose right now.
Oh, did you see? I'm not sure whether you saw my thing about or heard about me saying about maybe starting another channel at some point. Just more strict upload stuff. Hopefully, a little bit of animation.
You do animation?
Pardon?
You do animation?
I'd like to figure out how to do it. Cross Comics Kids. So I can have a channel. So I can have a channel directly directed to kids.
maybe.
And
I
just
like
do the
I like the torso on that Robin in the middle.
this one.
The one where he's holding the stick. Yeah, that one. It looks really good.
Thanks. That's from looking on, as I call it, mimicking.
Oh, isn't it called using photo reference?
Yeah, I guess you could call it that too.
Here, let me grab this painting. Let me show you.
But by mimicking, I mean trying to do the exact same pose or something very close.
Okay, so this is how big it is. It's 8 by 10.
Cool.
So I have this one. I wanted to make it like a desert background, like a desert space background, like a Tatooine. So this is it here, and I wanted to put the cosmonaut girl here. I just need a good dynamic pose. What do you think, Rick?
For a pose or the idea?
Yeah, for pose.
Yeah. Maybe something with her firing her blaster. Or maybe a angel type pose holding her blaster upward looking.
So, what do you think about that style of painting for the cover for the buckler?
Good.
Hey, you're not much for feedback, are you, Rick? My goodness.
Okay, you're not showing anything, so we'll just show your shoulder and your wall of art.
Okay. It looks a mess.
Hey,
It's always changing, so.
Asuska's here. Says Rick Piper, man of few words. Yeah. That's me, man of few words. Say what needs being said, not more. Words might get you in trouble, you know. Metal says, gotta give them market analyst type feedbacks. It is good. If it is good, it is good. If not, well, here is absolutely everything wrong with it.
Woo. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta get some water. My throat is all dried up. What's going on? Be right back.
Oh, I didn't save it after I did sunset. Crud. I did not want it to pop up. Uh, Now, I showed these off this morning, but I will show them off again. I had one other villain done, but when I restarted my computer, I did not have it saved, so oh well. It is what it is. So we'll wait till John gets back and we'll show off the beginning templates for Cross Comics Kids. Characters. Well, although you know a bunch of them, but and these are just going to be right now. They're quickly drawn things. But it's good to see you here, Jesuska. It's been a while. Not sure whether you're interested in auctions or not. They're on Thursday nights now.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, I'm showing something now. There. I got some sketch paper out so I can work out a good pose.
So here's the Cross Comics Kids that I've done so far. I did all the 7 Holy Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Are you trying to with the Ultimate Edition of what? Oh no, they're I'm on at 8 Eastern Standard Time. I end about the time they start. Although I am thinking of going on there this week, possibly. There's nobody actually signed up at the moment. And do you see these, John? Or did you look yet?
I can see him, yeah.
And of course,
It looks like the Cross Comics Kids that we're working on for your little comic strips.
Yeah, well, obviously that's where I got the idea. I did the Kid Eyes my version of the Kid Eyes versions of them. And Here's some of the villains: Tank, Taurus, Pig Snarker. And Toxico. I had another one, Sunset, but when I redid my computer, I forgot to save it, so I thought it was already saved as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up with one less. I can redo her easy enough. I don't know exactly what I'm thinking yet. I'm thinking like animations that are like 5 minutes or less.
It's a long animation.
Like I said, or less. Not like 15 minutes, half an hour, or whatever.
Well, of course not. You're not a animation studio.
Metal's saying he thinks he should go on sometime, but only if he likes the subject of the night. I heard it might be Sega this week, but I don't know how true that is.
Uh,
Hello, Aaron Johnson. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Think this might be your first time. If you're looking for Miss Martian, I did finish her off a little earlier. I got my friend John Dillard here.
Hi, I'm Rick's friend.
And I am good. He asked how I am. There is my Miss Martian. I finished her, so I went on to finish off inking a bunch of robins for a robin piece I had started a few weeks back. I gotta find the picture for this just to finish this up. Hope you like what you're seeing and subscribe. When we get to 500, there's going to be a giveaway. We're about 20 away from that, I think.
Are you giving away an Outback Steakhouse gift card?
No.
I think that's what I'll do when I reach 500. I still have an Outback Steakhouse gift card from last Christmas.
We like to have a good time here, fun, joke around a little. We're just a good old boys, never meaning no harm. I'm not sure whether we change if we could. What, you didn't like that reference, John?
No, I hate that show. That show's super boring. Though the movie was good with Sean William Scott. I like the movie.
That movie sucked.
That movie was fantastic. That was one of those near perfect movies.
That movie was so wrong. It's not funny.
It took like a really, really crummy, awful TV show and made it interesting to watch.
It took a really great TV show and ruined it. But then again, what can they expect? You didn't grow up watching it.
No, I'm not 105 years old.
Oh, it was like only 10 years before your time, John.
That's right, metal steak. All right, so this was me out. This was my idea for the cover for the buckler, right? It's gonna be him in kind of like a triangle pose. It's gonna be him standing on top of this pile of like rubble, rebar, dead civilians, and these scantily clad women that are grasping for the buckler. And he's gonna be kind of like in like a swept back pose like this, going like kind of like a Ric Flair, like a woo, you know what I mean? And he's gonna be firing off both pistols down at the civilians, because he is, of course, a bad guy. What do you think?
You.
I think. What do you think? What?
Just you. Something you'd do.
I don't get it. What are you saying? You don't like it?
Oh, I'm just saying it's probably not what I'd do, but I don't know
What would you do?
I don't know.
Well, if you had to do a cover for a bad guy, what would it be?
Guess it depends on the bad guy.
The bad guy was the buckler. Well, let's say you wanted to do a book, right? And Doctor Doom, you were given Doctor Doom, and you wanted to make a cover where Doctor Doom is either fighting or is victorious. What would it be?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Well, come on, quick, think.
I am thinking.
Think better and faster.
Who think I am? The $1 Million Man? Oh, no, I meant the $6 Million Man. How to get better at coloring and shading. Okay. Are you asking how to get better at... Metal says, always draw the villain gloating. Yeah. A smug look looking up at his face. Aaron, are you asking how to get better at coloring and shading? Because I am myself no expert at shading or coloring. I'm slowly getting better just through lots and lots of practice and looking at others' stuff. John here is a little bit better at the shading and that than me. You got any tips, John, for him to get better at shading and coloring?
Absolutely. I would say make sure you try it out before you ink it. Like, do it real lightly on the page, and then take a little step back and look at it and just envision what it would look like if that's completely shaded in. And if it's perfect, then run with it and don't think twice about it. But if you have hesitation, maybe rework it and try something else.
So you're talking maybe pencil in all the blacks lightly so you can erase them? if need be.
Like for instance, this woman here on the floor, right? Um, like she has her arm behind her leg here. Her leg is showing off her left buttock pretty prominently, and then you have your back here and her other arm right here, bracing her body weight that's off balance here. The arm is balancing that out on top there. So what I would suggest is like if you're looking at this and you're unsure where to put those blacks, I would say just take the first shot at it real lightly. Like for instance, the light of course would be coming from overhead in a pose like this, but remember there's also a gun firing off right behind her, so that's going to provide its own light source. So I would say turn the page to make it as if I like to make I like to make really heavy blacks, you know that. And I like all my heavy blacks to be on the right. So I'll turn my paper so that everything on the ground is to the right. And then I'll start blocking in those big areas like that. And the head is always going to throw a big drop cast shadow like that. Again, this arm here is going to be very faint because this arm is mainly in the light. So you're not going to see that many heavy contrasts on the arm itself. So you're just going to see the main structure of it. And it's good to leave that alone because then you're going to, behind that, you're going to have almost solid blacks like this. And remember this back here is curving in. So the bottom half of this back is going to be almost all black as well, like that. This arm is solid, except for the upper rim here. That's almost all solid black. Remember, these are all variations, in-betweens, which is how we get better at doing our paintings and our drawings, is we need to have more steps in between white and black. The more steps we have between white and black, the more realistic and impactful our drawing becomes. And then we'll have the butt, halfway of the butt will be shaded. Increase that there. And then 3/4 of the bottom part will be shaded. And you want to always have a rim light down here at the bottom, or the reflected light, rim light. You see what I mean there, Rick? So
is that helpful, Aaron?
that gives it a more dynamic feel. Always draw the villain gloating. Hell yeah. That's what makes Doom such a really effective and great villain, I think. Is that he's just such a cocky villain. And he's smart, and he's usually smarter than most of the heroes in the room. And just because they're the heroes, that doesn't mean that he has to listen to them, because he usually knows better. Because Doom is Doom.
Just as long as he's not doomed to failure.
No, he won't be, as long as he sticks to his guns and doesn't listen to these amateur heroes. So what kind of, how would you like to see the pose for the cosmonaut girl? Because here's the issue that I ran into with the other one, is that I'm working on such a small canvas. It's very difficult to get a lot of information. Like, think of it like a sketch card. Like, I can't make a pose with the head too far away, or else I'm not able to actually go in there and put the shading and the variations of color and around the face and lips and nose and stuff with the paint on it if the head's smaller than like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's that? maybe something like my anatomy is probably all wrong, but something like that. Or can you even see that?
I can see it. Is that kind of like a Charlie's Angels pose?
Yeah.
Like I'm a girl, but I'm a spy, and I'm cute.
Yeah. It's either that or, you have her pointing it at them.
Is it two arms
Which,
or one arm?
I've only got one here. Oh, you mean if it's directly at? Probably two if it's directly at.
I can draw her gangster holding it tilted sideways with one arm.
Yeah. Aaron is asking, which one do we consider better, ninja or samurai?
Ninja, because samurai are way too hard to draw because they have too many stupid parts.
Yeah, not much to drawing a ninja. The outline and then just color everything in black, right?
Yep.
No, that's for drawing, but if he doesn't mean for drawing, which ones
Well,
do
I
you like?
mean, ninja are still better, right? Because aren't ninja just like the very best of the samurai? They choose to be ninjas.
No, some ninjas are more stealthy and all that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like there's like two classes of warriors. They just take the really accomplished samurais and give them ninja missions.
Yeah, Metal says many ninja were samurais. Ninjas are awesome. Samurai. Well, I guess you can both have a code of honor because oh, not probably the best thing to look at. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The turtles had codes of honor, but
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
but the Foot Clan didn't have really a code of honor.
Oh, that dirty Foot Clan.
I think most samurai are supposed to have a code of honor, though. There's not really evil samurais. I don't know for sure. Obviously, I'm no
Are there evil ninjas?
the Foot Clan. Ninjas are
Well,
ninjas. I think are usually showed as the bad guys, where samurais are usually showed as good guys. I think. Metal says the ninjas are just spies, but the most trusted spies were those loyal to the Lord, which were his samurai, which are basically just knights of their culture. Yeah,
well, there you
samurai
go.
knights of the Japanese Oriental culture.
You see, I like this pose here, right? Where it's like she's firing her weapon, but this takes up way too much room. You know what I mean? Like, look at how the distance between here and here.
Yeah,
That's a lot of space. I need
true.
more compact pose. Like that Red Sonja, I picked that pose because I wanted to make her running uphill. Like like she's running uphill and there's gonna be like snow flurries, you know what I mean? Like she's trudging through the snow running up. But then when I put like the fur on her, you couldn't see any of her body. It was essentially just one big, just moving mass of clothing and buckles and silver. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna put no snow.
Let's see. Aaron says, I remember a game I played last year. If you guys may or may not have heard of it, Ninja Gaiden 2. Yeah, I remember Ninja Gaiden from the old Nintendo
That was
system.
Ninja Gaiden.
Gaiden. I pronounce it Gadian. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but I remember it nonetheless. And Metal says it was a feudal era. The good guys were whichever land you lived in.
I think what I'm gonna need to do is do some sort of a really foreshortened.
Yeah.
That way I can get almost a full body pose in there, but it would, you know, it wouldn't take
So what
up.
do you think so far, John?
What?
What do you think so far?
Oh, let me take a look. I think you got to work out that area between those two capes. That's confusing me.
Yeah, I gotta find this picture of this robin again. So and have both of these up so I can figure out the capes. That's why I don't got it inked in as much. Well, hello ATM fall off boy. How are you?
He says, "This is sick."
Hmm.
So what I could have is what do we think about this pose right here, Rick? I have her, if I have the skull really foreshortened, and I have her looking this way, this direction, and draw her from an extreme upshot, like worm's eye view.
Hmm.
And this will be like this will be her breasts here, the ribs, and then I can draw her arm here up like she's jumping or coming down from wherever.
Yeah.
And then you wouldn't really see much of the torso because it would just be all leg in front like this.
And yeah, I said thank you and welcome ATM fall off boy. If hopefully you and Aaron can subscribe if you're liking what you're seeing. I do some anime stuff. I'll be doing that at like 10 tomorrow night. Um, and Raggedy says, "Is that yes? This is Dick. This is Dick Grayson, Robin. This is Tim Drake, and that is a way too big, Damian Wayne." um, Metal said it's from Guy Den, and he says technically Guy Den, Dayen, but don't stress the last syllable and sounds more like Den. Okay. But yeah, we got the 5 main Robins, more for the pre New 52 era of thing. So we got Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, Stephanie Brown, although she wasn't Robin for long, and Damian Wayne. And I think you're trying to figure out what to draw.
Yeah, I'm trying to find like a good pose. I could have her in like a jumping straight on, but with both arms down, like she's holding her gun there, like that, and she'd be looking down, and she'll be jumping up.
ATM says, I am a diehard DC fan, so I have no excuse. And I did do a Miss Martian earlier, which is in the title. This is just a piece that, yeah. Thank you, Cole. Oh, I have lots of DC stuff for sale too. I take commissions to Adam at ATM and thing. And of course, I have my own stuff as well, my own characters, hence Cross Comics. There's a nice Batman I've done. A bunch of Green Lanterns. Plus, the Green Lantern's projecting my own character. And I made Raven in the background here as a Green Lantern. I am on Deviant Art too, and there's a lot of stuff on my Deviant Art for my DC stuff. Some's better than the others, as Cold says. I'm really improving, especially with my shading as well. Oh, you live in France? I live in France, so shipping. Well, I've shipped stuff to. I live in Canada. But I've shipped stuff to like Italy, and I've shipped stuff to Australia, and it's not usually too much. But you know, I just letting people know what's available here. I don't know where anybody lives, so. Just trying to promote myself a little. Tim Drake has black hair, right?
What do I know about Tim Drake? How many comics was he in?
Quite a few.
Not enough.
ATM says there are two things I don't like. One, Marvel. Two, living in France. Well, I don't mind Marvel myself. I draw both here. I'm probably slightly more of a fan of DC, but I do like Marvel.
What do you think of this pose, Rick?
I like. Yeah, Raggedy says every Robin has black hair. Actually, you're wrong. Stephanie Brown has blonde hair, Raggedy.
You can't tell Raggedy he's wrong, right?
I just did.
Oh, he just lost a customer.
Yeah, Tim has that classic blue sheen and black, like all the dudes.
All right, what do you think of that? Is that good?
Yeah, I like. Let's see. Flit says, "Rest in peace, Carrie Kelly, the forgotten Robin." Yeah.
Carrie Kelly was what from The Dark Knight Returns?
Yeah. So she doesn't count. It's an alternate timeline. um, for John, for the guy doing the pose, or the Robins ATM.
What?
Oh, he
What about
says, "Is
me?
this for fun or for a comic?" John has a what is it? Webtoon, although he hasn't done them in a few weeks, called Cosmonauts. Um, he's got his own channel here on YouTube called Dillick Draws, and this is one of his characters. He's planning on putting her on a whatchamacallit, a little bit of a canvas piece in front of a little bit of background that he's got, right, John? So he's just
That's
trying to
right.
figure out a pose. He's just trying to figure out a pose. Raggedy says Stephanie isn't a Robin anymore than Azrael is Batman. Yeah, well, he was Batman once in pre-52, which
What do you got against Post 52?
pardon?
What do you have against Post 52?
It sucks.
Well, so there's a lot of comics before 52.
Yeah, probably a lot of stuff before Crisis of the Infinite Earths, especially like 30s, 40s, maybe 50s.
I like this pose. I think I'm going to use this one.
Mm.
Though this knee, I got to
Of course-
change it.
And of course, my Robin piece is here is for, well, fun, and hopefully I'll be able to sell it at some point in the near future. I have an auction on Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And there's me and some other people. Dillard's Webtoon is pretty good so far, just not really enough of it yet to really tell where it's going. Definitely interesting. Says metal. ATM says,
Yeah, you know the Metal has a comic that's pretty much done already.
pardon it?
Have you read the Metal's comic?
No, I don't think so.
It's not bad, dude, and there's a bunch of it.
Oh, where is it? Is it on the web?
I'm not exactly sure where you can find it. Maybe he can let you know, but he sent me a link to it. But I don't feel comfortable sharing that link out if you don't want me to.
Let's see. ATM says pre-52 we got DKSA. So yeah. Okay, I'm not I'm not sure what the DKSA stands for. ATM. I should know, but metal was 2 years ago. Oh no, I'm talking about one of the guys here in the chat is called The Metal.
Yeah.
When I say metal, I'm referring to him. I don't call him The Metal. I just say metal.
Damn, the Metal has been out for 2 years already?
Yeah.
That seems like only yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Love is sweet, but then it's gone. Love goes on and on. So what do you think of that pose, Rick? Would you buy that pose? Or would you want something more action oriented.
No, that looks good. Okay. I might have his site saved, I think. Here, Metal, make you a moderator for a minute or two if you want to put a link in. A lot of times ATM I just shorten people's names just because it seems easier, especially people with longer names or the in front. Okay, well I guess somebody just has to put. www dot in front of that. Okay, so I'm gonna save that. So but I do think it's like 7:30. I want half an hour to wait before I go on Misfit Corner Comics.
Oh, you're going over there, huh?
Yeah, they'll be on at 8, so I'll go over there. So, you want to promote yourself, John?
Sure. If you want to check me out and what I'm doing, head on over to a YouTube channel called Diller Draws. That's my channel. And while you're over there, hit the subscribe button so you never miss when I go live and do hangouts and chats and play games and all kinds of stuff. It's fun over there. See you there. Thanks.
And I'd like to thank everybody for coming out to the chat tonight and chatting away and all that. It's been a good night, and hopefully you liked what you see. We'll do DC next week, obviously, and I will try and finish up this piece here. Not too much to finish it up. Put some more shading in. So check out all my links in the description. There's my website, my Patreon, my Teespring stuff, and other my YouTube. Well, not YouTube. Instagram, Twitter, Discord, all that fun stuff. So we'll catch you later. Remember to hit the like button, share it out, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button. So just bye for now. And I'd like to thank John for coming on too.
Yeah, you're welcome, right?
So bye everyone. So hopefully see you tomorrow. God bless.
Bye.